In this session, we will review setting up your different types of hour types or pay types to set up in the construction payroll for Sage Intacct. Under Applications, go into Construction Payroll, search for Hours Types, and if you click on Hours Types, you can come into here and establish your different types of hours that you want to track time and salary to. You can click Create New. As you see here, I have a few already set up. For example, REG for regular hourly. It's a 1.0 premium factor. We're going to export it as regular. So over in the time and expense module, when we send it over to construction, we could determine how you want to summarize it over into that module. So this is saying send over our regular time over to regular in the time and expense. In this scenario, it's not a vacation pay, and it isn't based on another rate. So you can also set up overtime, double time that have factors. So if you set up an overtime, for example, you can say it's 1.5 for the premium factor, and it's going to be based off the rate of pay for this pay ID, in this case, REG, regular. So in the system, whether you're using a compensation table or setting up a rate in the employee setup, you need to just set up the regular rate, the regular pay rate, and then the system, whenever OT is used for that employee, it'll apply the regular rate at a 1.5 factor. You can also elect to leave the OT at a 1 and not have it based on another rate, and then in the compensation tables or in the employee setup, you would put in your own rate for overtime. But you don't need that if you have this premium factor set up. And again, how are we going to send it over? We're going to send it and accumulate it to overtime. And for example, double time would be the same. And in double time's case, it's a factor of 2 times the regular rate. But we're still going to send it over to a type called overtime when we send it to construction. We don't need to see it broken out. The other option you can do here is, for example, for a vacation pay. So we've done the PTO setup. Over here, you can establish a pay type or hour type for vacation. This will have a rate, just like it would, and you can base it off the regular rate. So again, I don't need to set up a rate of pay for vacation because it's a 1 factor of the REG. You could also establish a separate vacation rate if it's different by just leaving this blank. But what you'll notice here is now it's based off this paid time off type, vacation accrual. So it'll use that in the factor of your balance and if it's negative or not based on what you've accrued for the year. If you link it to the paid time off type of vacation accrued. And basically later on, you'll learn where you could establish if you need these to go to multiple general ledger accounts. You could, in the mapping, in the GL mapping later on, you can have bonus post to a different expense account versus regular or salary example. So this is another way to break it out so you can post to different general ledger accounts later in the setup. And that's basically our types in construction payroll. Thank you.